All right, what's going on, people? It's Kelvin Kid. I got a few inboxes in my Telegram asking me certain questions about how you get your entries and your exit points, how you know where to exit at from using your strategy. And basically, people, I'm about to break it down for you, but this is a perfect idea of the strategy I use, right? And like I said, man, if you get out of these groups, if you know price action, get out of these groups and just get on these charts and get and gain that experience, right? There is a lot of content, free content courses by ICT, and he'll teach you everything you need to know rather than paying for these bullshit ass courses people throwing at you because they giving you guys the basics, right? Now there's multiple things you can do to make income from this and strategies, but overall, people, if you don't have the basics down pat, none of that stuff is gonna matter. And what I say by that is the fundamentals of trading is impulses and pullbacks, right? That's all it is. Impulse, pullback, impulse, pullback, impulse, or pullback. Got this huge impulse. And when you see this, you already know a pullback is coming. And basically, this is a huge impulse on a higher time frame. So you can know that a reverse is coming, a reversal signal coming to pull back, what it's going to pull back to, right? And we're just going to go to this the daily time frame. So this is a huge impulse, and this is a pullback. So it pulled back here. Now we got that impulse, right? Right, but on the lower time frames, this is a huge impulse, but this is a reversal. So now we got an impulse, pullback, impulse, pullback, impulse, pullback, impulse, pullback, impulse, pullback. You get it? It's just common sense, and it's basic information that you guys pass up, but you don't. You so caught up in so much stuff, you just forget about the basics. But overall, people, look, the strategy is this. And ICT teach you this, but he don't teach you in depth. Or if he do, I might have missed it, but it's something I picked up along the way. Um, like right here, right? This is all I look for. This up candle, and if it gets breached, guess what? It's pulling back. It's the same thing like this right here, right? Right? An impulse, pullback, right? You see that? Got this. We got this impulse. Where it pull back to? This area right here. Impulse, pullback, right? Then it impulses again, right? Boom. So when I'm looking at this, where it can pull back to once I get this impulse, and once it pull back and get in my area, immediately this is gonna be a TP right here. Wherever it stopped at the pullback, that's gonna be one of your TPs right here. So we're gonna look at this on the 4 hour time frame, right? That's an easy TP right there, right? So let's just look and see how that look on a 4 hour time frame. We're just gonna zoom out. We're gonna find that area because it happens over and over, people. Right. So here it is on the 4 hour time frame. Right. We got this impulse. This is that up candle. It got breach. Boom. Start the reverse. We got in right here. Immediately we targeting that lowest low. Right. That's gonna be your first TP. And let's see how many pips that'll be. If I just say you got in right there. That's 176 pips, people. Basic common sense. But you guys gotta learn how to read these candles on a higher time frame because it's more clearer. And these candles on the lower time frame, like I mean, the 4 hour is perfect, but the lower time frames you'll get confused a lot. But it's still the same. It's still the same stuff. Let me see if I can find one. But I just want to show you that because it's real simple. You don't have to catch these whole moves, but you can on the higher time frame if you know where it's going. Like right here, let's just go to the weekly. Why do I have this line right here? Let's go to the weekly, right? Look at that. The up candle. Look, it got breach, right? So we wait for it to tap back into it. Boom, tap that into it, and we sold, right? Sold, sold. But it takes time to develop because it's the weekly time frame and each candle is a weekly candle. But that's the fundamentals, right? That's the basics. Guys, breach, tap back into it. It's the same thing with this. We're just gonna do it like this, right? Now, hold on, let me see if I can straighten that line up, right? It ain't do it there, but you get the point with that. Now, let's see if I can find some more. Right here. Breach, tap back into it, bought off, right? These don't look, as bad, but guess what? On this level, we know we can get up there, but we're not going too far up there, right? So I will be looking here. I'll be looking for it to retrace to this level to continue it down, right? Because look, we got a breach, so it's looking for a pullback, right? Or it could just continue to go down. But more than likely, that's what it's going to do, right? Just like here. You got this breach, start to pull back, sold off, right? So let's just look at that. Let's see. What is it? Zoom out right quick, right? So here it is right here. Boom. Gets breach, start to pull back. Bam. Let me see if that was a daily, right? All right, that was the weekly. All right. Let me look at it one more time. So I know it looks different on here. So this is it right here. All right. So it's the second line. Second line. All right. Cool. This one right here. So this is how it look on a weekly. It's the up candle, down candle, pull back to it, and we sold off, right? So at this point, we looking for, this is the up candle, got breached, so we're looking for it to come back right up in this area, right? So once you know that, you can either counter trade, right, off the lower time frame. So once we get some kind of signal to go up, we can target this area, right? And like I said, these markets leaves clues. So look, we targeting this as well, TP1, TP2. So let's just go to the 1 hour, see if we can get that signal. It might continue way down, but right now we're looking at this area for it to continue way up. So I'm looking for a pullback to this area, and we going wherever it reverse from to come down, that's the first TP, and we're gonna target second and third TP, right? So that's all I'm saying, people. It's basic common sense. It's the fundamentals of trading. Nothing special. These things happen over and over. And if I can show you, let me just go to another chart. That's GBP. All right. Let's just go to EU, and it's gonna be the same concept. Um, let's just do this. Go anywhere on the charts, right? Let's just look at right here. Hold on. I'm just gonna go to the daily first. All right, perfect. This is the daily, right? He also teach 3 consecutive candles. Well, what it did, it got breached. Because overall, that's probably one candle. See that? That's one candle on the higher time frame. So you got to understand why he's telling you 3 consecutive candles when it's overall one candle on a higher time frame. But then you got to do top-down analysis, right? Then you'll start to understand this stuff. So let's go back to it. Let's see right here. Bam. See how it got breached, came back into it. Where it reversed from, right? Where it start to pull back at. That's the first place you target. This low, right? Boom. Right? That's the first place you target. That's your exit point. As soon as it hit it, that's the week on target. Look at that. That's 126 pips. And if you're more advanced, you already know it's going to come down here. Why? Let's go to the weekly time frame, right? Let's blow this thing up a little bit. Let's see, right? Overall, we got the same thing right here. So where it reverse from, most likely it's gonna get taken out right here at some point, right? Because look, we got this impulse, pull back into it. Now it's starting to drift down. But overall, throughout this weekly time frame, we get these impulses and pullbacks, and that's trends on the lower time frame. So the first place I'm gonna target is this candle right here, because guess what? This one already happened, right? Breach, pullback, breach, pullback, all the way down to this area, right? So it's basic stuff, people. Like I keep telling you guys, I guess people just skip over it. They don't want to hear it, or they just lazy and don't want to put in the work. Like I said, I got 6 years in this stuff, and when you got that much experience, you gotta be creative, people. You gotta, start to re-engineer if you can if you can do that, like re-engineer this stuff and see, because everything is right in your face. Everything you need to know is literally in your face. It can't hide from you. So if you can find these patterns, most likely you know what this market is going to do, because it does it over and over. It's predictable. Only thing you can't control is like the news, because you'll just get these spikes out of nowhere, but overall it's doing the same thing. Maybe you'll get a spike like this, and it's just reaching the fill imbalances or something like that. See that? Bam, and then it reverses, right? We got it. We in this up candle, most likely it spiked, boom, just to get in this area to come back down. So it's real basic stuff, people. Nobody is special. Everybody can attain this information. Um, it's just that you got to put in the work, and the opportunity out there. You got to put in that work. So that's my strategy overall. How I get my entries and exits. They got a tons of more information that I'm not telling you guys, but that's just the basics. And sometimes you guys tend to skip over the basics, and you get lost. But like I said, there's tons of strategies out there, like impulses and pullbacks, like I told you right here. Boom, look for your confirmation on your lower time frame, continue it up. Every time it pull back, monitor it, look for your confirmation. Boom, right? So that's where we at with it. That's where I'm at with it. And I hope that answers your question. And I hope it helped a lot of people out. But other than that, y'all get at me, like, comment, subscribe, and just keep pushing it, man.